This is the Minecraft 1.20 update. It adds some cool new things like armor trims, cherry blossoms, the sniffer, and camels. But I think that I can make it better. And so in today's video, I'm going to be upgrading the Trails and Tales update in just 3 days. And at the end of the challenge, I'm going to be asking my fellow YouTubers if I succeeded. Let's go. So for this challenge, I'm going to be doing 3 things. Creating new structures, overhauling old structures, and creating a new custom soundtrack for the update. The first thing I wanted to do was to upgrade the desert temple. It's an iconic structure, but I think it could use an improvement. Alright, time to start building. So now we have a tower. I think it looks pretty good, and now the next thing we have to build is the actual pyramid thing. Now we can just copy paste the other tower, and that's our desert temple. I'm probably getting sued by some professional builders for not finishing the back of the build. So for the interior of the desert temple, I added some arrow dispensers, some lava parkour, and then an entrance behind a hidden painting, which eventually will lead to a tomb. And inside the tomb, I set up a trap chest, which will trigger a creeper noise. And behind the tomb, there's also a husk spawner. And so with day 1 complete, it was time to focus on the jungle. The next thing I wanted to do was to upgrade the jungle temple because it's a really small structure and it could definitely be improved a lot. And so that's the new and improved jungle temple. The inside of the temple looks pretty cool. So the new jungle temple has a redstone activated pit that drops you to your death, and an underground maze filled with infested silverfish stones, so if you try to break it, you'll just get swarmed by silverfish. I decided to bring back the old dispenser traps from the original jungle temple, and I put them in a concealed room behind a wall. And so that's the new and improved jungle temple. Let me know what you guys think. For the next build, we're staying in the jungle. That's right, we're adding the jungle village. I designed several types of houses, like a default villager house, a leatherworker, a blacksmith, cartographer, and a farm. Overall, I'd say it's pretty good. And with the jungle village done, we were getting closer to the end of the challenge, where I'd have to ask my friends to rate it. But at the start of day 3, I still had 2 structures and a custom soundtrack to make, so I was going to have to hurry things up. One of the structures getting updated in the Trails and Tales update is the ocean ruins. Now, I get the point is that they're supposed to be ruined and almost completely destroyed, but that doesn't mean they can't look good, right? So it's time to overhaul it. Instead of using stone brick, I decided to use prismarine because it looks a lot better. The ruins all have some magma blocks and suspicious sand where you can find ancient relics such as sniffer eggs or pottery shards. Underneath the main ruin, I decided to put a buried chest underneath it. I also added 2 smaller ruins that sit next to it. And now for the final structure. Since Mojang added the Cherry Grove biome, I thought it would be cool to add a small structure to it, so I decided to build a shrine. I decided to add a small statue that you can find with a chest that had some decent early game loot. With day 3 halfway done, the only thing I had to do was make the custom soundtrack. After studying some of the new 1.20 music, I found some inspiration and opened up GarageBand. First, I made a simple melody, then I layered some strings and other instruments, and this is the final result. And now for the final part, getting my friends to rate it and hope that I don't get roasted. After showing them what I made, this is what they had to say. It's pretty good, I like the idea and video, 11 out of 10. The desert temple is a 6 out of 10, the jungle temple is an 8 out of 10, and the jungle village is an 8 out of 10, and the shrine is a 7 out of 10. And the final rating, 10 out of 10. With the challenge finally over, I think I can say that I did pretty good. But let me know what you think, tell me what I could have done better. And if you like this video, make sure to watch some of my other videos too.